Lesson 3: Writing a critique paper. A critique is a short paper, usually about one book or article. First, it gives a short summary of what the author has said. Second, it looks at the work critically. You will need to assess the strength and weakness of the piece of research on writing. Introduction. We are now ready to start writing a whole critique, keeping in mind what we have learned from previous lesson. But first, as with any task, there are guidelines and principles that can be followed in order to make our critiques more effective. Objectives. Understand the principles of writing effective reviews and critiques. Write a critique paper on a work of art. Write a critique paper on an event or program. There are three parts of approaching a work. First, be genuine. Second, avoid being brutal. Third, do not be too timid. Approaching a work. First, be genuine in your critique. If you are genuine in your attention to help, you will have good intentions in mind for your readers or the original author when you write your criticism. Be careful to strike a balance between being so nice that you will only say positive things and being so harsh that you will only point out the negatives of the work. In relation to harshness, you should also avoid being brutal in your critiques. Being honest and being brutal are not the same thing, and it is important that can express hard truths without being rude or malicious about them. On the other hand, do not be too timid. Either praise and criticism are equally important, and both must be given when they are due. Holding out on a criticism to avoid hurting the feelings of others does not do them any favors. Genre and intended audience. It is important when writing a critique to be aware of the original work's genre and intended. Before we judge the work of the original creator and his or her methods, it is must be to be aware or at least have an idea of what kind of work it is or what genre it is in, as well as its intended audience. Critiquing works of art. Critiquing pictures, paintings, and other works of art can be tricky. After all, it is not exactly the same as critiquing written works. Critiquing an event or program. Organizations hold events or programs for many reasons, like for fundraising, advertising, or gathering their members. Some organizations even hold annual events. These organizations are often reliant on a critic or critics of their event, as the feedback can help them make improvements when they hold the event again next year. And that's all. Thank you.